Hey guys, let's go over today's workout. So we have what we call a chipper, which is you just go one time through each movement, but it's higher rep range. So we have 50 sit-ups, 50 push-ups, 50 air squats, and 50 burpees. Now let's go ahead and go over the movements. So the sit-up, what we're looking for is feet flat on the ground, together, hands over your head, touching the ground. We're then going to drive with our hands, bringing our chest to our thighs, and I just like to reach for the outsides of my feet. What I'm looking for is back of the hand touching the ground is point A, chest to the thighs, touching your feet is point B. We actually want to use our arms to create extra movement, so that way we can kind of maintain a higher level of intensity, because as you know, sit-ups, once you reach your breaking point, they're really tough, and then you're going in ones and twos. This will allow us to chip away at more reps at a time. So driving here, driving with the hands, engaging the midline, driving up with your hands. What you want to think about is keeping a nice flat back, so don't round and reach. You want to think about keeping that neutral curve in your spine as long as possible. Breathing, you should exhale on the way up. The next movement, the push-up. What we're looking for in the push-up is to have a good loading by keeping the joints close to the body versus getting your hands out way wide, right? So what we're thinking about is hands underneath the shoulders, externally rotate so the elbows are pointed back, stomach tight, butt tight, chest and thighs go down together, pressing up. Notice how I'm avoiding worming or I'm avoiding just dropping the chest and my feet don't go anywhere. If you're someone that needs to scale this, my preference is instead of going to the knees, find something to elevate your body so that way you can still maintain that good solid plank position. So elevate yourself, hands underneath the shoulders again, stomach tight, butt tight, elbows back, so that way the joints are staying close to the body. Coming down, touching the sternum. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. If this is still too challenging, find something higher like a countertop, or even use a wall and do push-ups on a wall. Better you are staying in that plank position, the more progress you're gonna make, then drop into the knees. Right, and then we have an air squat. The air squat, we want to stand about shoulder width apart. Everybody's a little bit different, so you might have to tweak it just a little bit. I like to go toes slightly out, so that way my knees can track outside my toes, hip crease below parallel, chest tall, driving up. So think about tight stomach, weight balanced in the feet. We don't want to be in our toes, we don't want to be in the heels, we want to be balanced in the midfoot. Knees out, drop straight down, exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. I like to use my arms as kind of like a guide where they come up as I go down, and then I kind of swim myself up so I get a good rhythm. 50 reps. Burpees. Our burpees are hands on the ground, kick the legs out, drop to the ground. We're going to warm up, bring the feet in, bending at the hips, stand, little jump, bring the hands up. That can be challenging for a lot of people. So another option is to hands on the ground, walk it out, drop down, jump in, right? Stand up, right? You can modify the burpee in any way you want. Modify it even more, do an up down, hands on the ground, kick out, kick in, stand. There you go. All kinds of different things that you can do to make it work for you. So that way these workouts are infinitely scalable depending on your skill level. One other thing, if you're somebody that's a little fitter and you want more of a challenge, on those air squats, grab your backpack, load it up with weight. Now we are doing weighted air squats to make it more challenging. You can also do 2 rounds instead of 1 time through. Do 2 rounds at a time. That's gonna make it a lot harder. You definitely be breathing heavy after this one. Enjoy the workout.